Yeah, so that's Bart Baker's Adore You parody. When I first saw it, going on to Bart Baker, before that I never liked the song Adore You before I saw Bart Baker's parody. After that, I mean, Adore You is an okay song, it's just a little slow for my taste. I don't really like slow songs, so yeah. The reason I don't literally listen to Miley that much is because I'm not into her as I used to be. Because as you guys know, from my, I don't know if I ever talked about this, but I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. Now Nicki is like the most played and most songs I have on my iPod. Anything by Nicki I will be okay with as long as she's in it for a little longer. Like, what's the song that she's in that I'm not a fan of? Only and Truffle Butter. Those two songs off her new album, The Pink Print, I'm not entirely happy. But I did hear something very interesting. Lady Gaga will be coming out with a new album, I believe, this year. I'm not entirely sure. I think around Christmas time. Or somewhere close, because I'm excited and I want to see what Lady Gaga has in store. I hope they don't auto-tune her voice again, because in her new album, her latest album, Art Pop, they haven't done anything. So you guys are probably wondering, well, wait, why are you in purple? It wasn't yesterday purple? Yes, actually it was. But I found out that I skipped a whole chapter. I literally did chapter 7 instead of chapter 6. And I remember reading this chapter. It's just odd because I can't find it anywhere. And I went back to chapter 5. I listened to that. I'm like, I thought I did this chapter already. And I can't find it, so I'm like, you know what? I might as well just do it now. So, yeah, not wasting any more time. Here's chapter 6. In chapter 5, we found out that, well, at the ending, Evan said, I'm totally getting laid tonight. And the reason is because him and Sebastian are sleeping in the same bed close to the heater. So, chapter 6, the next day, Evan, get your lazy ass up, someone was shaking me. I rolled over and grunted out something that didn't make sense at all. Whoever it was continued to shape me until I forced my eyes to crack open. Rory, you better have a damn good reason for waking me up, I growled. I do, breakfast is right. Wow, it's a nice day out, I said cheerfully, jumping out of the bed and shoving by Rory. I skipped up the stairs and into Murphy's kitchen, where his mom was setting down a plate stacked with waffles. I sat down and Rory sat next to me. A second later, I glanced up and saw that Murphy was trying not to laugh at me. Sebastian had his face buried in his arms, his shoulders shaking with silent laughter. Why? I asked confusion, looking down at myself. My clothes were still on. I ran a hand through my hair, but I didn't feel like it was very messy. I glanced back up at Murphy and Sebastian and wondering what they had been laughing at me for it. Sebastian brought his head up, not me in my eyes. You look like you like to cuddle in your sleep, Evan, he said, coughing to disguise a laugh. I felt my face instantly heat up. I heard Rory snicker next to me, and I elbowed him to the side, glaring at him. You knew, I hissed. Suddenly remember him complain about my night cuddling habits. Rory smirked at me in response. I pouted and glared at the table. Worst best friend ever. Gah! I should sue him for the emotional trauma that this was going to cause me. I felt a hand on my chin, then Sebastian was tilting my head up so I was looking at him. He smirked at me. Hey, it's alright, he said, clearly fighting back laughter. I'm sure your future girlfriend will love that. Right, girlfriend, because I'm straight. Definitely not in the closet gay or anything. Totally straight. I love girls. I have wet dreams about them. Yep, future girlfriend will love that. I cuddle in my sleep. I said calmly and casual as always. They would never suspect that I was gay as long as I kept my cool like that. Sebastian pulled his hand away from my chin and let it drop back to his side. Right, Evan, he said, nodding at me, chuckling a little. Sebastian, hand me a waffle. I can't reach, Liam whined. I jumped, having not noticed him sitting on the other side of Rory in his Toy Story pajamas, and with his messy bedhead. He looked absolutely adorable, but I knew the truth that I couldn't see the right corner of my eye, that evil, man-stealing little child. Say please, Liam. Mr. O... I don't even know how to say this guy's name. I don't know how to say his last name, so Murphy's dad said, as he sat down at the table with the newspaper in his hands. No one reads the newspaper. Well, people who apparently don't have a TV do, but whatever. Please, Liam added, batting his lashes at Sebastian. Sebastian nodded and gave Liam an easy smile. He forged a waffle and placed it on Liam's plate before handing the plate back to Liam. Oh my god. Thanks, Abby, Liam said brightly. Jeez, why did everyone in this damn family have a nickname for Sebastian? For as long as I've known him, 7 wonderful years, he had been going by nothing but Sebastian. And then Murphy and Liam, the infamous man-stealing brothers, show up and nickname him. Liam reached his tiny arms towards the maple syrup, which was sitting next to me. I pretended not to notice him shrugging. That's right, you frickin' brat. Struggle in agony, so close to your goal and knowing you would never quite reach it. Live with your depression, knowing how close you will only to fail. Evan, quit being overdramatic. It's a frickin' bottle of syrup, Rory said, snatching and sliding over to Liam. Okay, either he could read my mind or I was talking out loud. And no, you're not talking out loud, Rory said. It's just that damn... I'm just that damn good. He shoved a bite of waffle into his mouth. Jerk, I grumbled, going to grab a waffle myself. I let out a little whine as I realized my arms were too short to reach the waffle. My stomach growled up out my tiny arms and I pouted. Rory, can you hand me a waffle? Nope. But I'm don't care. Will you shut up and give me a... No. I can't reach the... No, not my problem. I let out a frustrated sigh and gave up, leaning back in my chair, crossing my arms. I glared at my empty plate. Maybe if I glared long enough, a waffle would appear. A waffle suddenly appeared on my plate and my eyes widened. I was magical. I can make things appear with a silent thought. Okay, time to abuse the power a little. I glared at the waffle, willing to change it to a nude Sebastian. Something wrong with the waffle, Evan? Did it insult you or something? Sebastian's amused voice pierced through my thoughts. I looked up. He raised an eyebrow at me with a small smirk on his face. No, it didn't insult me. Waffles can't talk. Waffles can't talk, you moron. I just discovered that by glaring at my plate, I can make anything appear. I said, rolling my eyes at his stupidity. I hate to rain on your parade, but I put it there. Your stomach was loud enough to wake the dead, Sebastian explained. He put the waffle on my plate? Okay, so maybe it wasn't magic, but Sebastian was obviously trying to flirt with me and impress me. Aw, he was so sweet. He knew me so well. Food was the only way to my heart. Sebastian and I were obviously meant to be together. I opened my mouth to respond to him, maybe even confess my deep love for him, but then my stomach growled. I snapped my mouth shut and immediately grabbed my fork and the syrup, getting to work eating my waffle. Whoa, you're fat, Evan, Liam said, watching me eat. Yeah, and you're a man-stealing whore, you frickin' brat. And if my mouth wasn't stuffed with waffle, I bet your ass I'd be saying that to him. Liam, it's not polite to watch people eat, Murphy's dad said without even bothering to look up. I looked at myself. I'm not fat, I just eat like a fat person, I said defensively. You're actually pretty skinny, Sebastian said. Oh, how cute, my man is jumping to my defense. Murphy, can we play Twister again? Liam said, completely ignoring me and Sebastian. Rude little brat. The best part of him had obviously run down his mother's leg. No, Liam, you have a dentist appointment today. Besides, the baby boys don't want to play Twister, Murphy's mom said, entering the room. I want to play, Liam argued furiously. It's nice to want. Now come on, you've got to get dressed, Murphy's dad said, setting the newspaper down and standing up. He forced a viciously protesting Liam to his feet and slung him over his shoulder, carrying the screaming little boy down the hall and out of sight. "Oh, Liam," Murphy said with a shake of his head. He turned his attention to us. "So what do you guys want to do today?" "We could swim," Sebastian offered. "Or we could totally not swim and stay where it's dry. Staying dry and out of the pool is fun." "Let's just not swim. Swimming is for squares," he said quickly. "Why don't you want to swim?" Sebastian asked curiously. "I just don't want to. I'm totally not afraid of water or anything." "Nope, I love water. Agua in Spanish. I'm not terrified. I just don't want to swim. God, stop questioning me," I said carefully, not to raise suspicion. I could not let them know I was afraid of water. They laugh. They laugh at me. "Right, I guess we won't swim then," Sebastian said with a shrug. "Phew, thank God, I was such a master when it comes to word. If I had gone about that all the wrong way, Murphy and Sebastian might have become suspicious and figure out I was afraid of water." "We could go to the park and take some shots on the soccer field," Murphy offered with a shrug. We all nodded. After we finished eating, we got dressed and brushed our hair and teeth before pulling on our shoes and leaving Murphy's house. "We'll shortcut through the cornfield," Murphy said with a sight in his neighborhood. "Cornfield?" I asked, fear shooting through me. Oh, why had my idiot father made me watch Children of the Corn when I was little? "I swear, you're afraid of everything, Evan," Rory said as the cornfield came into sight. "Rory, not funny," I groaned. "It's okay, Evan. I'll fight off the evil monsters in the corn for you," Sebastian said, laughing at me. Ah, he was so sweet. He was going to protect me. Look at my man, being a man. A big, tough, sexy man. We entered the cornfield. I pretty much flung myself against Rory. My head whipped around in all directions to make sure nothing was coming. Rory sighed, but didn't shove me away from himself. As we came to a narrow break in the corn, I slipped behind Rory and followed him and Murphy. Sebastian had wound up walking behind me. He was texting on his phone, not even paying attention to any of us. I was so distracted by my thoughts of murderous children in the corn, I didn't even notice the fallen stalk ahead of me. My foot caught and I found myself falling sideways rapidly, an arm wrapped around my waist, and I yelled. Sebastian looked up at me and raised an eyebrow and put his other arm around my waist and pulled me up so I was standing on my feet. You fall down a lot, don't you?" he asked. "No, okay, maybe," I grumbled, glaring at the stupid stalks. At the stupid corn stalk. How dare they fall down and embarrass me in front of Sebastian. Sebastian bent down and picked up his cell phone. He must have dropped it when he moved to catch me. I was more important than his phone. I knew he loved me. Sebastian, Evan, are you guys okay?" Murphy called ahead of us. "Yeah, we're fine. Evan tripped, that's all," Sebastian assured. He and I walked over to Rory and Murphy. We finally managed to make it out of the evil cornfield. I walked all the way to the park. Murphy got the soccer ball out of the supply shed. Why, in these stories by St. Kids, how come there is a supply shed wherever they are that's never locked? In my stepbrother, they go to an elementary school. The supply shed, when there is no school in, is locked. You see the problem here? Do you? Because I do. 60 minutes. Alright guys, you guys are going to have some fun because this is a long turkey for you guys. So Murphy got a soccer ball on the supply shed and the four of us went to one of the soccer fields. Murphy passed Sebastian the ball and moved over to defend the goal. I watched as Sebastian drove his foot against the soccer ball. It flew effortlessly through Murphy's hand and into the corner of the net. Murphy grabbed the ball and tossed it back to us. Sebastian trapped it with his foot and kicked it over to me. "Your turn, Evan," he said. "Okay, Evan, this is your big chance." I could totally impress Sebastian with my athletic ability right here. I mean, then how could I possibly be to just kick the ball past Murphy? I put my foot back and eyed the goal, the left corner. I would shoot for the left corner. Score and get laid by Sebastian tonight. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. I backed up a little, ran forward, and kicked the ball. My foot shot out to connect with the ball. And missed. about a helpless cry as I stumbled off balance and fell backwards. My face heated up. I felt someone's arms hook under my armpits to keep me from falling. I didn't have to look who it was. My man had saved me once again. "Oh, Evan, you're hopeless," Sebastian said, laughing. I blushed harder as I realized that Murphy and even Rory were laughing at me. Sebastian righted me up and pulled his arms back to his side, still laughing. "Shut up," I groaned, burying my face in my hands. Hands firmly gripped it on my wrist and pulled my hands away from my face. Sebastian grinned at me, fighting off more laughter. "Sorry, Evan, I don't mean to embarrass you by laughing. It's just you were pretty amusing," he said, releasing my wrist and taking a step back. "We shot for a while. I didn't even manage to score once. Well, soccer was stupid anyways. Damn foot fairies." "It's getting kind of late," Murphy said, tucking the ball under his arms. "Sebastian, don't you have to leave soon?" Sebastian checked the time on his phone with a sigh. "Yeah, I have to head out soon. As we get back to your house, Murphy." "Oh well, if Sebastian is leaving, then so was I. I didn't want to stay there with Murphy and Rory. They were boring." Murphy tossed the soccer ball back into the supply shed before leading us to the cornfield. Oh boy. I held it back up next to Rory as we entered the evil cornfield. This time I made sure to watch my step. When we got back to Murphy's house and gathered our stuff, Murphy walked the three of us outside and waved to us. "Bye guys," he said. "Bye," we all called back. "Why are we leaving again?" Rory asked as we threw our stuff in his trunk. "Because Sebastian is leaving." "Duh," Rory answered impatiently. He could be so stupid. Honestly, I wasn't sure why I was friends with him or something. "Bye guys, see you in school on Monday." And Evan, be careful not to fall out of the car on your way home," Sebastian said, coming over to us. Look at that, he was concerned about me. Oh, we would make a wonderful couple once he finally got the balls to ask me out. He's shy. He was driving me crazy. He had to just ball up and ask me to be his boyfriend already. I couldn't wait forever. Sebastian got in the car and pulled out of the driveway, disappearing down the street. I got into Rory's car and turned the music up as we pulled out of the driveway. Okay, so I was starting to get past the whole freeze phase when it came to talking to Sebastian. And he thought I was amusing, which obviously meant he would talk to me more. That and I was Evan Soldo. Everyone wanted to talk to me, duh. But now I could work my way up the ranks with Sebastian within a few weeks. I would use my charm to work myself off the amusing acquaintance and passionate lover and my beloved boyfriend of Sebastian. Author's note. Thanks for helping me out yesterday, everyone. I think Wattpad is working again. All my votes are back on my page, and yesterday's chapter stayed up, so hopefully that's a good sign. Chapter 7. 21 minutes for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, today, because today's Sunday. For when am I doing this? Let's see. Last week I did pink, so I'm gonna do black for you guys, and then the next day will be white, and then I'll do tie-dye for you. Yes, this shirt is tie-dye, but there's purple in it, and I need purple. So yeah, and until next time, gays okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah!